semi-finals, and that is how they will line up. And one has to say, Jason Lyons, who replaced Thomas Golob here, straight into the seeded riders part. There was a bit of controversy regarding Jason Lyons going in, but to me, he's looked very, very good out there straight away, straight from the...
Yeah, he's been in good form in this country and abroad. He's no question, he's a quality rider. He's a low-key sort of guy. A lot of times you wouldn't even hardly know he's there, but he's been doing a lot of talking on the track this year.
Let's go back to the betting. Talking of the betting there, Gary, I've got to say that Martin Dugard's odds are looking really good right now, if you had some money on him, because the way he dispensed with Chris Louis and helped Tony Rickardson through, I thought Rickardson was going out if we got a 1-2.
Yeah, without a doubt.
This is to do with your money on him, I'm sure, Keith.
It is actually, yes, you're quite right. Okay, we'll finish with that right now here in the studio. Let's get down to the track, because there they are. Two Brits have got to go through if they can. We need the two Brits to finish first and second, and I'm sure Pete Collins and Tony Millard in the commentary position will be something along that as well.
Greg Hancock from the inside from the USA and Coventry. Mark Laram from Poole in England. He goes from gate 2. Lee Adams from Kings Lynn and Australia goes from gate 3. And on the outside, that's Martin Dugard from Eastbourne and England. Martin Dugard, a wild card, of course. Mark Laram, joint leader in the Grand Prix. That's what we want to see, our two Brits. Let's see, well, away they go now. On the inside in red is Greg Hancock, picks it up. Coming round on the outside there in white now is Lee Adams. Oh, coming through there in Martin Dugard came through there like a knife through butter. And Martin Dugard in yellow there, but we want to see Mark Laram in blue. He's through into third place now as we go into the final lap. The Grand Prix leader could be short of points, but he's going to pick it up here. Mark Laram goes through into second place inside Greg Hancock. What a brilliant ride yet again from Mark Laram.
Yeah, he made such a long straight of that to go by Greg Hancock. He was way back on the pits turn, but Greg's coming back at him, but Mark's on the outside line. He's still got all that speed. We know that's where he wants to be. If he can just hang on, we'll get two Brits again going into the main event, the final.
While he's stolen a march there on Greg Hancock, Mark Laram goes wide. Mark Laram comes through. Martin Dugard, the wild card, is out front. Martin Dugard almost lifts, almost comes off there, but Martin Dugard will take the checkered flag here. Mark Laram will be in second place and is through where it matters. Third place in red there goes to Greg Hancock. But our lads in the studio, glory, glory, hallelujah for the Brits. Martin Dugard and Mark Laram. What a ride by those two. The Union Jacks are flying, Keith Ewing.
Thank you very much, Tony Millard. You're absolutely right. This place is alive. Coventry Speedway, then. Well, we've never seen racing quite as good as this at the British Grand Prix, and we've seen some good British Grand Prix. Superb stuff. Talk us through this, Sam Amalenko.
Well, Greg did his best off the inside there to try to make something out of it. But when you got Mark Laram charging on you, it's hard to do it. But there's old Dugard, just squared off the corner and got his wheels in line and just showed him which way to go.
His bike's working so good. You see here Mark Laram, he just lifted a little bit too hard. He gets squeezed going to the first corner. But look, Martin Dugard's really not in the race at the moment. You know, but he does a smart first corner, and as we saw earlier, his bike is putting all the power on the ground.
Well, to the point where he was lifting down the back straight big time. He's getting so much grip, so he was really making it work.
Yeah, it's a great feeling that, though. You know, it's sort of a thing where you can enjoy yourself, where the front wheel's light and you're going forward all the time.
I remember Gary Havelock on the outside of one of Martin Dugard's lifts once.
So do I.
Well, that was a great pass by Mark Laram. He was battling away in third, but he actually outrode Greg there, to be fair. He sort of really worked, doesn't he?
Yeah, he comes in wide and turns back and gets his wheels in
The
line.
track looks to me like it's come together just perfectly at this moment. Martin Dugard, Mark Laram, two Brits go through to the final. I repeat, two Brits, Martin Dugard and Mark Laram, are through to the final. They were the only two Brits in the semi-finals. Both of them have gone through. Bad luck, Sam.
Well, the thing of it is you got the lead, one of the guys leading the World Championships in there, and you got the wild card in this. You got the extremes of both ends, and Mark Laram showing you guys proud.
Well, Martin Dugard certainly is an extreme, no doubt about that. Oh,
you know, all of a sudden the World Championship's wide open here because you've got, you know, Crum and Rickardson. Rickardson desperately just in that semi-final where he's seen Laram go through to the final. So pressure's on him to perform here.
So we've got Ryan Sullivan, Jason Crump, Jason Lyons, who is riding out of his socks. He's riding in place of Thomas Golob, and we've got Tony Rickardson, the reigning world champion, and the man that is equal on 55 points with Mark Laram in the World Series at the moment. This is crucial. Rickardson, if he goes into the consolation final here, it's going to be Laramski again that's on top of the world. Yeehaw, we hear it from in here. Let's go back to our commentary box then. Breaking out in the sweat down there yet, Tone?
It's mighty hot here. It's mighty hot on the track. 3 Aussies and a Swede, but the Swede's the current world champion. Ron Sullivan goes in red from the inside from Aussie. Jason Lyons from Aussie, late replacement. He goes from gate 2. Jason Crump, gate 3. But Tony Ricardson, the world champion, goes from the outside. And if he finishes in the first 2, he's in the final, and it'll be a battle between the 2 leaders of the Grand Prix series. What a meeting here, PC. Anything can happen in this one.
Yeah, Tony Ricardson on gate 4. It's a long, long way round that outside. Jason Lyons is going off gate 2 again in the blue. We saw Jason just rocket round that first turn, off 2 before. So just let's see what he can do now.
Well, our starting marshal moves away, and away they go. And on the inside, Ron Sullivan gets it where he wants. Tony Ricardson now will come back on the... into the fence, tumbles Jason Crump, and I wonder if our referee will have to stop this because his bike's on the track. He does, and probably Jason Crump could be excluded from this fun. The referee has stopped that race. A really interesting incident. From this angle, it's very difficult to see how much space Jason Crump had. He's furious, and he has been excluded by our referee, Tony Steele. Unfortunate for Jason Crump, twice the winner of the British Grand Prix, but tumbles out into that safety fence. Peter Collins, you can see it here.
Yeah, a good decision there by the referee, Tony Steele. Jason Crump in the white helmet gets to the first corner. When his bike hits that grip on the outside there, his bike just straightens up. Too much grip. He's on the back wheel, his front wheel turned out and down. He has to lay that bike down into that air fence again. No injuries, but certainly the referee was dead right with that. I know it was the first turn, but Jason really did go skyways at that point. Lost it under his own steam, and to exclude him, dead right by the referee.
It makes it a lot easier, of course, now for Tony Ricardson, the world champion and joint leader, to qualify for that final, Peter. He's only got to finish in front of 1.
Yeah, on the outside, it's very, very difficult for Tony. Tony missed the start totally, and now he's only got 2 riders to beat. But there, Jason Crump walking back to the pits. I'm sure very, very disappointed, and looks as though he's had his razor out again recently, Tony.
Well, it's certainly a cut above the others for Jason Crump, that haircut, but disappointment for him here because, well, with success tonight, he could have closed that gap because Jason Crump went into the Grand Prix here tonight in 6th place with 42 points. A win in this would have taken him on to 67 and put him right in contention, but it's not to be. And, well, our man Tony Ricardson, the world champion, is still very much in this one.
Yeah, Tony's going to grab this chance again with both hands. I'm sure he wasn't very happy to be on the outside starting position. Ryan Sullivan's been going so well. Ryan's on the inside in red. That's Ryan there. But Jason Lyons, I just have a feeling about Jason. He's got a lot to prove. He wants to be in the Grand Prix. He really does. Like he said, he's missed out on a number of years only by the odd couple of points and places. And he wants to be in it, and he wants to prove himself. And that's Jason there. That's Jason Crump actually having a drink. But his night basically is over apart from the consolation final.
Well, the clock's running down as well. We're down to 15 seconds here, and there are a few problems. There's 1 or 2 machines being warmed up, and I think all 3 riders now are at tapes and will be underway. This is the second of the 2 semi-finals. We know already through to the final, and certainly impressive tonight, the 2 Brits, Martin Dugard and Mark Loram. Here's the lineup with that gap. Tony Ricardson wide, tries to creep on the inside. Ron Sullivan in red, taken wide by Jason Lyons is Tony Ricardson. Ricardson's at the back. And, well, he's got some work to do here to get in front of these 2 Aussies because out front is Ron Sullivan. Ron Sullivan is heading them down the straight, and Tony Ricardson almost appears to be going backwards at the moment. Jason Lyons goes wide, but Ricardson will wait for any little gap, any little niche to get through, and there's a lot of racing to do yet.
Yes, Tony, the Australians are the current world team champions, but you can never discount Tony Ricardson. Tony's in 3rd, but he will have it go right to the finish. There you see him catch that bit of grip, used it to his advantage, but Jason Lyons is such a good rider. He just seems to be holding off Ricardson.
Well, way out front is Ron Sullivan, but here comes Ricardson. Lyons will pick it up and go. He almost takes Lyons into the fence, but that manoeuvre should be enough to earn Tony Ricardson a place in the final, unless Lyons can come back off the bend. He does! Oh, he does! He's done it! Tony Ricardson is surely out of that. A brilliant ride by Jason Lyons, who's now come off his bike. Tony Ricardson is absolutely furious. Ron Sullivan in front won it. It's all on the photo finish. But I think we're going to have to watch this, and our referee will have to see it very, very closely. For my money, Jason Lyons just got through on the line there.